Welcome to Indonesia.
This is for you guys.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very
You're so
much. I have
kind.
also gift for you.
Oh, that's very
This is
nice.
our thank you.
Well, everyone, please have a seat. So, how was your flight?
Well, it was very interesting because this is my first time to come to Indonesia.
Oh, really? What do you think about Indonesia?
Well, Indonesia is very beautiful and we are so excited to cooperate with you guys.
Yes, India is also a nice country. I have been there for several times and I love everything about India, especially their culture.
Yeah, I think Indonesian culture is also very diverse, especially I love their traditional culture. And you know Balinese dance somehow, I think some Indonesian dance look similar with
Yeah,
Balinese
that's
dance.
right.
Yes, isn't it because the Indonesia people used to be Hindu in the past? Because I think I heard Mahabharata story also in here,
Yeah,
and
we
it
also
is
have that.
one of the most story in India also.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. That's why we have the same story here. It's very interesting to discuss it, right? But we should remember that we have the main purpose in this meeting, right?
You're right. We always forget the time if we are discussing about culture, right?
Yeah.
So, shall we start now?
Yes.
Yes.
First of all, thank you everyone for coming to this meeting. Before we go to our main discussion, I would like you to please join me in welcoming Miss Gauri and Miss Kumar as the representatives from Bhajan Restaurant in India. And from this side we have Siska as the sales manager and Gabriel as the marketing manager. And I'm Amelia as the managing director. Well, let's get started. As we know, Indian culture has become popular in Indonesia nowadays, and because of that, opening an Indian restaurant might be a good business now. So there are two objectives that we should reach in today's meeting. The first one is to find what kind of menu that we should put in, what kind of food that we should put in our menu, and the second one is to find the best place for our new restaurant. So does everyone agree with that?
Yes.
Good. Now let's move to our first agenda. Miss Kumar, as an expert of Indian cuisine, do you have any recommendation of what kind of food that we should put in our menu?
Thank you, Miss Abrianti. But first of all, I think we need to discuss whether really we only want to sell vegetarian food or we only want to sell both vegetarian food and non-vegetarian food. But as far as I'm concerned, India is famous for its non-vegetarian food.
Oh yes, I think you are right. I think here we need to decide our focus of our menu here. So Gabriel, what is your suggestion? Do you think it will be good if we only sell vegetarian food here?
Well, in my opinion, perhaps it may be hard if we sell only vegetarian food because it seems like we limit the type of our customers. And don't you think it will affect our profit?
So what is your suggestion?
Well, I think it will be better if we also sell non-vegetarian food. You know, Indonesian people are still not interested in being vegetarian.
So what do you think, Siska?
Yeah, I do agree with Ms. Gabriel's opinion. As we know that Indonesian food always consists of meat, right? So indirectly it means that our customers are non-vegetarian. I think we can get more profit if we sell the non-vegetarian food.
Thank you, Siska and Gabriel. Yes, I go to your point there. Personally, I do agree that majority of Indonesian people are not vegetarian.
Yes.
Since we can see that most of our cuisine are not vegetarian food.
Oh really? Maybe the culture is different here, but why don't we try something different? Because even though we only sell vegetarian food, it doesn't mean that all of our customer is vegetarian, right? Even though they are not vegetarian, they can still try our food. So I don't see any problem here.
Alright, so perhaps we should see first what kind of vegetarian food that you are trying to offer here. Would you mind to show it and explain it to us?
Why not? It's fine.
Oh yeah, I have received your email last night, so let's check it out.
Okay, so guys, this is like the first food. This is sabudana pakora, and you can see in the picture. It's a rice, and inside the rice there is a red bean. And usually Indian people eat it as an appetizer, and it's very delicious. The next is vegetarian biryani with stuffed chilies. So it is a mix of rice and vegetables. And it's different because Indian rice is different from Indonesian rice, and I'm sure Indonesian people will like it. And Indian people eat it as a main course. Next, and we also have dessert, and this is called mango kulfi ice cream. So inside there is ice cream, and then there is sprinkles of mango and also kurma. So and it's very refreshing, especially if you eat it after eating spicy food. Yeah, this is very famous in India.
Oh, thank you so much for a great explanation, Ms. Kumar. Well, to be honest, I personally see that this kind of food looks so delicious, right? But the question is, will it be okay if we sell vegetarian foods only in our restaurant? What do you think, Gabriel?
Well, yeah, it's look interesting, but I'm not sure it can attract our customers because we only sell vegetarian food. And how about if we also sell non-vegetarian food?
So what if we combine vegetarian and non-vegetarian food here? What do you think, Siska?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea since we will not limit our customers, right? Maybe it can be better and they will be able to choose by themselves which food they want to try later, right?
So what do you think, Ms. Gauri? Is it okay if we combine these two types of food in our new restaurant?
Well, I think it will be better if we only focus on vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food because, well, in my own opinion, all of vegetarian food and non-vegetarian food of India was very delicious and it is good. Perhaps we can offer the vegetarian food as appetizer and dessert, and meanwhile for the non-vegetarian food we can serve it as the main course.
Wow, that's an amazing idea.
Yes.
Yes, I think offering non-vegetarian food, vegetarian food for the appetizer and for the dessert will be a great idea since so the customer won't feel too full after and before having the main course, right? So Miss Gauri, could you explain to us what is the most famous non-vegetarian food there?
Well, usually for the main course we have tandoori chicken, and this is the most popular and famous non-vegetarian food in India, and all people love it so much, and we may not able to find this kind of food outside India. And besides, we also have lechoni Malay prawns. The taste and the aroma of the prawn is very delicious and it is very unique, and because it was marinated with cream and garlic, so the taste will be better and it will be so different with others.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gauri. In my opinion, we can use these two main courses in our new restaurant. What do you think, guys?
So are we going to sell only Indian food in this restaurant? Or how about if we put Indonesian food?
Can you be more specific, Gabriel?
Well, I mean here we can combine them, right?
Yes, I think it is a good idea because we can combine them, right? Because India and Indonesia have the same flavors. I mean, similar, right? And also, for example, like the curry, we use the same thing. In India, they use curry in prata, but in Indonesia, we use curry in rendang.
Excuse me, but could you explain rendang in here? What is
Rendang?
No.
Alright. So rendang actually is the most famous food in Indonesia. It is made of beef, and we usually cook it with curry. So I think it is a great idea if we just.
Oh my God! Do you mean beef the cow?
Yes, yes, that's right.
I'm sorry, I think we cannot to agree with this because as India we are praised the cow and we cannot eat beef.
I'm so sorry.
We are sorry.
Gauri, please sit down first, please. Yeah, we are really sorry about
Yeah,
this
we are sorry
problem.
about it.
Yes,
I'm
I
sorry.
admit that it was our mistakes. You are right that we should have known first Indian culture if we are going to make a deal with you guys. But please don't leave because we can still change the menu,
Yeah,
right?
we
We
can
can
change
still
the menu.
change the menu with other things. So what do you think, guys?
Well, alright, but I don't want to have any menu with beef.
Of course, Miss Gauri.
Okay.
Perhaps we can change the beef with chicken or something else. Does anyone have an idea on this?
Yeah, I think using chicken would be more appropriate, and we can still combine Indonesian with Indian flavor.
Yeah, that's right. So what do you think, Gabriel?
Yes, I think we can still have rendang, but we will change the beef with chicken. You know, rendang ayam in Indonesia is also popular.
Excuse me, what is ayam? Is it chicken or beef?
Don't worry, Miss Kumar. It's an Indonesian word for chicken. So, alright. I guess everyone agree on this, right? So let me sum up the main point that we have discussed in our first agenda. So first, we agreed to combine some vegetarian and non-vegetarian food in our menu. Second, for the menu itself, we are planning to put Indonesian menu 2 in our main course, which is rendang ayam. So is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Good. Now let's move to our second agenda, which is deciding the best place for our new restaurant. Does anyone have an idea on this place?
Well, I have an idea. Well, I think it is better if we can open our restaurant in the mall because there are many people in there, and we
What more? I think it's not effective at all. It will be difficult for us to get the ingredients
I'm
right.
sorry, Siska, but I don't think that Miss Gauri has finished. We'll get
Okay.
back to you in a minute, okay? So please go on, Miss Gauri.
Well, what I mean in here, people go to mall every day, right? And so they must see our restaurants and however, if we rent a place separately, we should inform people, we should advertise our restaurant again, and it doesn't guarantee our restaurant, and it doesn't guarantee people will notice us.
Alright, so according to Miss Gauri, opening a restaurant in the mall will be a good idea. So what's your view on this, Siska?
Well, actually, I think renting a place in a mall will be so costly. It will be so expensive, right? And also, the place will be so small. So I think it's not a good idea. I'm sorry then.
I do agree with Siska because if we open it in the mall, we can have more direct competitors. But if
Yeah.
we rent a place, we can control them better. So I prefer if we rent a place for our restaurant.
Yeah, I guess you know better where is the best place for our restaurant. But I'm sure it must be strategic, right? The place.
Yeah.
So Gabriel, do you have any suggestion on where is the strategic place for our new restaurant?
Well, we can open our new restaurant near Tunjungan Plaza. As you know, this is the central of Surabaya, and many tourists come here. So it's a good chance for us to get more profit.
So have you found a place yet for us there?
Well, we haven't found it yet, but recently I had a friend who just rented a shop there, and I haven't asked him about the price. I will ask him later.
Alright, that's okay. I guess we can discuss the price later, okay? But what we need to do today is just finding the right location for our new restaurants. So what about others? Does anyone agree with that, or you have something else to say?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I think it's good if we can get other foreign customers for our restaurant. It's good in this case.
Alright, does anyone want to add something
Oh,
here?
yeah, we haven't discussed the price of our menu. We should think about it, right?
Oh, you're right, Siska, but perhaps we can discuss about the price later in our next meeting, alright? Alright guys, unfortunately I'm afraid that we are running short of time, so before we close the meeting, let me just summarize the main points that we have discussed today.
Yeah.
So first, for the menu, we are going to put vegetarian food for the appetizer and the dessert, such as sabudana pakora for the appetizer and mango kulfi ice cream for the dessert. While for the main course, we will use non-vegetarian food such as tandoori chicken, and then also lechudni Malay prawns, and also Indonesian food rendang ayam. And second, we are planning to open this restaurant near Tunjungan Plaza. So there is no more discussion. Let's put it to a vote. Does anyone agree with this?
Yes.
Good. Then that's great. Any other business?
No.
Then we'll close the meeting. Thank you everyone. The next meeting will be held at the same time at the same place to discuss more about the price of each menu and the budget, how much budget that we need to spend for the rent. So is that okay for everyone?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you everyone. Good afternoon.